Hello everyone, nice to meet you. My name is Samon Jang. I studied object design at School of Art Institute of Chicago, embarking on my design career in New York and Italy before returning to Korea to establish Yolk in August 2012. The first innovation, solar paper, is a paper-thin solar panel, which won the CES Innovation Award along with the Korean Minister of Industry Prize in 2018. Solar paper raised over $1 million on Kickstarter, the famous crowdfunding platform with the coverage of CNBC, BBC, and the other media outlets. Yolk has two major products. One is solar paper, and the other is solar cow. It's world's thinnest and the lightest portable solar charger. Let me put it this way. It's thin, light, and fast in charging. Our solar paper is the thinnest and lightest solar charger that can reliably charge your smartphone in 2 hours on a sunny day. Solar paper is so lightweight that outdoorsy type can clip it to a backpack and charge while hiking. Urban adventurers can easily slip it into their jacket pockets or notebook. Most solar chargers shut down and need to be manually reset after a cloud passes overhead and the voltage drops. Solar paper automatically resets itself so you can keep charging, hassle-free. The basic 5-watt solar paper can charge your smartphone on a sunny day. If you need more power to charge a tablet or charge it on a cloud day, you can clip new magnet panels into the place. We wanted to make solar paper as compact as possible and also allow you to expand it in the future if you need to charge larger devices. Our design solution was to create a set of folding solar panels held together using strong magnets with silicon connectors. Only need 2 panels and wants to save some weight? No problem. Just bought a tablet and need more wattage to charge it? Also not a problem. There are a couple of other advantages of using magnets in solar paper too. First, there's no wear and tear on seams when you fold or unfold the panels, greatly extending solar paper's life. When people talk about using solar panels, especially for portable purpose, it might not sound so fancy, although the intention of using solar energy sounds cool. When I saw other solar panels, I thought the designs were not very user-friendly or attractive. Not to mention, they are impractical. That is why I came up with the idea of developing solar paper. I wanted to develop something practical, but also fancy and attractive, so that people would want to use it. As you're well aware, no matter how good the intention of using solar energy may be, you should not forget the importance of making an attractive product, not just a good product. I also thought chic design could make a big difference to deliver the impact. As I carefully checked other solar chargers or panels, I found out that they tended to have a cloth or plastic to cover and protect the connecting parts of a few panels. This is to increase the output of solar panels or chargers, which is understandable, but it increased the bulk and the weights. And so I thought I would have to think about how to get rid of all the rest, except for the essential parts, that is solar panels. I spent some time thinking about the idea and voila, I realized I could connect those panels with magnets. That was a big breakthrough for solar paper. Kickstarter is one of a number of crowdfunding platforms for raising money from the public, which circumvent traditional avenue of investment. Project creators choose a deadline and minimum funding goal. If the goal is not met by the deadline, no funds are collected, which is a kind of assurance contract. Honestly, I did not expect such a big success. I managed to raise over $1 million, which was considered to be very successful. With that money, we could finally develop and manufacture solar paper. The crowdfunding went really well because there must already have been some demand for portable fast charging, chicly designed solar panels. But it was not met until Yolk solar paper went on the market. I think that was the reason why solar paper was a success in terms of crowdfunding at Kickstarter.com. After all, innovation boils down to resolving people's problem. I think solar paper was one of the problem solvers for solar charging. Technically speaking, solar paper and solar cow are not directly connected. However, it is true that these two items are indirectly intertwined in the sense that I came up with the idea of a solar cow based on my long-time experience with our first product, solar paper. Solar paper is an answer to the portable, fancy-looking, fast-charging solar panels, whereas solar cow goes beyond that. Solar cow is more about social impact. Solar paper targets high-end tech and the niche market through its chic design. It got me thinking. On second thought, I thought that it was a bit contradictory because solar energy is supposed to be available for everyone, not only for certain market segments. Solar paper became a stepping stone for me since it helped me to think further and try to come up with a more impactful project. The solar cow project can address an energy poverty as well as bigger and more serious issue, which is education in less developed countries. Here is how solar cow works. In a nutshell, solar cow combats child labor by rewarding parents with electricity for sending their children to school. Families living in poverty in rural areas of developing countries face multiple challenges, including education and energy access. Even where schooling is available, parents living in poverty often feel pressured to send their children to work rather than schooling in order to boost their household income. According to International Labour Organization, around 152 million children around the world were engaged in child labor in 2019. In addition, many rural households are not connected to the national electricity grids. Some dedicate up to 20% of their income to energy, often in form of using polluting kerosene for lighting or phone charging from diesel-powered charging kiosks. To help tackle both of these problems, Yolk installed a solar cow charging system in school to provide energy to students' families and encourage parents to send their kids to class. Solar cow comprise solar panels, storage batteries, and charging station for the portable batteries, which are known as power milk. Each student is given a power milk batteries to charge while they attend the classes, which they can take to their home right after the school ends. This affordable, clean, and sustainable power source also creates an immediate and tangible incentive for parents to send their children to school. Solar cow can also help power digital devices to improve children's access to digital education tools. This is especially useful for rural schools in developing countries, which often lacks educated teachers.
Tanya pemana ke school? Ibu ngajak kerama ke school. Tanya nyoting jajak kerama jadi kecang.
Này cha cho nên ông bắt lên như thế này cái lip này
Gili siri ni.
20 shilling.
Kerja jana ke nyel sama.
Nggak pakai kalau jangan sah.
Oh ke. Usah ni dulu.
This cow can make electricity using the solar energy, and it allows students to charge their portable power batteries while they're studying at the school. If students can bring full of energy at the end of every school day, it will be a big contribution for their families and motivate parents to send their children to the school.
She accepts the child to go to school.
Oh, really? So you will allow
Kalau itu ni, apa aman umur, umur school.
Mana mana.
Yes.
Now the school ni kan nyuruh tu. Ah, nyaman. Okay. Saya go to school.
Sara nyaman.
Somebody who has been educated, you will not only change your life, but even the life of the community.
What do you want to be?
Driver.
Sekalian. Polis.
Doctor, he wants to be a pilot.
Many entrepreneurs sometimes say, I would never do it if I had known how hard it would be. I decided to do it without knowing how challenging it could be, but without a doubt. I thought it would be very meaningful and impactful in many ways. At the end of the day, when we do the business, it is more about what kind of a value we can deliver to the world. I know it sounds too big, but I thought it would be worthwhile trying. It is always important to give it a try rather than not trying anything. Although I cannot reveal all the client names yet, my major clients at the moment are some global brands such as LG and SK for their corporate social responsibility projects, NGOs, and then international organizations, to name a few. I expect more clients since more organizations, private and the public, are becoming interested in social and environmental issues. ESG. As some a matter of fact, just like any other businesses, it is true that this project is quite challenging in that real users, buyers, and the stakeholders are all different, not to mention each country's different policies. On top of that, it takes quite a long time for stakeholders to make a decision and adopt the solar cow system. Yes, it requires a lot of patience. To resolve these difficulties, Yolk launched a related coffee project. So just drinking top quality coffee from developing countries will enable people to participate in this project. As I was implementing the solar cow project, I realized that it is crucial to bridge psychological distance between the people from different countries, particularly those people from so-called developed countries and those from undeveloped countries have gaps in terms of how they see problems. So through the food brands such as coffee, I hope we can bridge psychological distances and think about social issues in developing countries. Drinking coffee from developing countries can help people to be more interested in our solar cow activities. It is like Patagonia's. Patagonia got people to pay attention to environmental issues. In our case, we use coffee for connecting or closing the gap between advanced countries and less developed ones. Balancing the good cause and the quality has been challenging for me. It is important to do something socially meaningful, but it is also important to keep the boat afloat and not just focusing on the good intention. As we all know, no matter how good our intention might be, unless we can provide a good quality product or service, those valuable intentions cannot be sustained. So it is always challenging to have a balance between the good intention and good products and service. This is exactly what we are trying to do our best for. Good intention, valuable impacts, and yet quality product and service. Yolk launched Ethiopian coffee Mulugeta Muntasha, which placed first for the cup of excellence, and its quality is known to be the greatest. We will make net profit by selling coffee, and it will help us to install the solar cow in coffee farm schools. It is usually the amount of labor per unit of production. But from a slightly broader perspective, I think we need to embrace finer productivities. For example, one of the important goals of a coffee producing farmer would be to earn a high income. For this purpose, there are ways to increase the productivity of the farmer, such as installing an irrigation system that can water the crops or increasing the yield by fertilizing. However, an increase in yield does not necessarily lead to an increase in finer productivity. For example, if the price of coffee plummets due to an increase in the production of the farmers, can it be said that the labor has increased productivity? However, If you build an irrigation facility with eco-friendly energy, use organic fertilizer, and put efforts into connecting with the buyers who want such coffee, you can increase the productivity by selling at a higher price without increasing production. In the case of Yolk, the innovation solar paper that I came up with got me thinking of a solar cow project. Parents send their kids to school, not to workplace, because their children can study while charging solar cow batteries using the solar cow panels set up the schoolyard. And talk about killing two birds with one stone. It surely increases productivity in all participating households in terms of solving energy problems as well as education problems. It contributes to increasing inclusive productivity without a doubt.
Okay, Sammy. Okay.